Okay, so this is a very nice looking book. And so what I'm seeing here is there are some spine ticks, but they don't appear to be massively color breaking. There is slight color breaks in the black area, but in the colored area, I don't see that it necessarily breaks color. Now there's some other little bends and things on the book, but nothing that appears to break color. There might be a little bit of a ding there on the edge. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. Right here. Very, very tiny. And I would say negligible. Let's flip it over and look at the other side. Spine looks pretty good on this side. There is a slight little color rub or something right there. If I can get this thing to focus. That's a production thing there. Corners look good on the back. You can see how it's chewed up a little bit. That's a production thing. Yeah, the back looks pretty good. Yeah, this is one of those books that I probably myself would grade 9.6. After clean and press, I'm assuming it would be a 9.6. And some graders would, I could see, still giving this a 9.8. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the next part of the process, that clean and the press. I don't think much clean needs to be done. So we'll see what else needs to be done in this book. And this might be a quick one. And we'll be able to send this off to CGC. The book is out of the initial press. So let's just take a look. Looks much, much better. I didn't work on the spine yet. Still got a few ticks we can work on. But I did notice on the back, there is some bends right here. And some of it has some color breaks, so it's like creasing right here. So you can just see it right there. I didn't notice this before. So I don't know if that's going to cap us there and whether we can get a 9.8 with that. But let me see if I can clean that up a little bit more. Before I take a tack iron to it, I think I'm going to do one more press on it. So let me just go ahead and throw it in the press again, and let's reevaluate. Actually, I decided to do a few repairs first before I put it in the press. All right, the press is heating up. Let's see how much of those crinkles come out of the back from this next press. I'm curious to see. So we'll be right back. It's been a couple hours. Let's go ahead and get this book out of the press. We want to see what it looks like in there. It's got two plates, aluminum plates, with the book in its, what everybody calls a sandwich, which is the paper stock that surrounds the book and is inside the book. Carefully remove this plate on top. Sometimes a top backing board will try and stick, so you got to be careful. Did not in this instance. And then we take our sandwich. I can go ahead and just show you real quick. Pull the book's trying to slide on me. Let me just pull the backing board off, and you can see there's the back of the book right there. I'll go ahead and carry it over to my work table, and we'll take a quick look. Yeah, this looks infinitely better. Remember all this crinkling that was in here? You can still see it if you get just the right angle. It's there. But it's very, very faint and hard to find. I'm looking at it with my naked eye while I'm looking at it with the camera. So it's right in this area. Right, yeah, up in this area right here. Kind of see it there a little bit. See that tiny little bit of color break right there? Probably looks bigger on camera than it actually is. Pan out a little bit so you can see the perspective here. See, it's right there. That is all that's left pretty much of that crinkling or whatever. So very, very happy with that. Whether we can get a 9.8 with that, I just don't know. There's not really else much going on in this book. We have a tiny little color break there. So it's a 2 defect book basically now, because there isn't much going on in the front. You can see when this was originally cut in production, it left kind of a jagged line. You'll see that on Amazing Spider-Man 300 on the right side of the front cover sometimes, except worse. See how that's like that? How it clipped off the spine right there, but that's not a defect. That's just, it's not a handling defect, let's put it that way. It's a factory defect, which is, if it's common on a book, they don't count against for that. If I were grading this thing myself, like I said, I would put it probably at 9.6. I'm a little bit harsh though. I don't see any world where somebody gives this a 9.4 though. It's just way too nice. But I could see some graders being exceptionally harsh because of that color break in the middle and the back. But myself, I'm in the strong 9.6 range. I don't think there's anything left to do on this book. I think we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and get it boxed off as soon as I have a handful of books done and ship this thing off to CGC. And let's just find out what we get. All right, it's back from CGC. So what grade did we get? Did we get the 9.8, or are we gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one? White pages too, 9.8. Beautiful copy of this book. Very excited to have this on the PC. This is going right up there on the wall, and it will never leave that slot up there. This is one of my favorite all-time books and covers. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed following along on this little process. And stay nerdy. I'll see you in the next video.